Hey, this is Christopher coming at you with another blog. Today we're going to talk about Medicare, Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage. How either one of those can lead you to burial insurance. But let me begin by stating this disclaimer. Not everyone is going to achieve the same financial goal, okay? You get what you put into it. If you put nothing into it, then you get nothing out of it. Remember that. So, if you want the renewals to be substantial, then in the first couple of years, you have to work at it. All right, nothing is easy, nothing is free. But if you put some years into it, you will get the renewals. Remember that. All right. One other disclaimer. This is just intended for educational purposes.
Continue straight for 35 minutes to Northwest 2nd
individuals
Avenue.
Become successful. And what I mean by individuals, I'm talking about agents who are new in the business, or if you're struggling as an agent, selling final expense or any other insurance, you can use this platform to increase your sales. Okay? Just go out there, set a goal every day of what you want to accomplish, how many applications you want to write. If you set a goal and you set a financial goal as well too, then you can achieve anything that you want. Okay? So, on yesterday's blog, I talked about going to apartment complexes. Apartment complexes are one of the better lead sources by knocking on doors. Let me tell you why I say that. Okay? Because it is a multi-unit and you have more people in that multi-unit. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is Medicare and how that can also lead to more sales for you as well too. All right, so, but let me show you the difference between the two: Medicare Advantage, prescription drug, and Medicare Supplement. Okay, with the Medicare Advantage, okay, that is highly, and let me repeat, that is highly regulated. If you go out there and bamboozle or try to bamboozle those senior citizens, let me just say it like this: you can ultimately lose your insurance license and or your freedom, because when it comes to Medicare Advantage, the federal government don't play, and they're cracking down on that tremendously. Today was a long day for me. You know, I didn't do much. I only wrote like 3 applications, so I didn't do much. But you know, it was still a long day. Tired, you know. But hey, I'm going home. You know, I mean, I'm down here in sunny South Florida. You know, and according to the car says 92 degrees outside in September. Yeah. So, but anyway, to get back to the different plans that are available. Okay, so you had a supplement and you had Advantage. Advantage plans are great. Well, both of them are great. But let me tell you the difference with the Advantage plans. With the Advantage plans, so you can meet a client at their home or business or work, and you can write them up. But the downside of that is the stipulations and the regulations. I cannot sell them life insurance or burial insurance the same day. I have to come back 24 hours later and sell them the burial insurance. So that's one of the downsides to it. The other one is that you can't sell them any other product either within 24 hours, such as annuities. Now, the difference with the Advantage plans and the supplement plans is this. With the Advantage plans, a lot of the individuals that are getting on that plan are people who are on fixed income. Yeah. Now you're gonna have some where money is not a problem with them. But that's the difference with the Advantage plans. And then what those scoundrels have a tendency of doing, especially if they're on Medicare and Medicaid, they can switch at any given time. That's the bad thing about it. So that's what I do hate about it, because you get chargebacks in this here business as well too, especially when these individuals know the system. Okay, so that's the downside of the Advantage plans. Now let's talk about the supplemental plans. Supplemental plans can be financially rewarding for you as an agent, and let me tell you why I say this. With the supplemental plan, you get more money. Down here, let me go back to the Advantage plan. Down here in the South Florida area, for an Advantage plan, the average payout for each application is $455, and then on the renewal, it comes up to like about, if memory serves me correctly, it's like $200 and something. It's like $19.80 per application. So you do the math on that times that by 12 months. So I can't do it right now because I'm driving. Right now I'm stuck in traffic on a Palmetto trying to go home. So with the supplemental plans, you don't have to worry about that. Oh no. Supplemental plans. Oh, and by the way, let me also say this though. This is uncut, unfiltered knowledge that I'm giving you. So I'm not in the drawing room or wherever editing this here, spicing it up. No, I'm giving it to you raw. Yeah. So like I said, I just finished and brother was thirsty. So yeah, I got me some Powerade. I don't drink or do drugs or any of that. So yeah, I got me some Powerade. Yeah, buddy. So, but you know, enough of that though. So with the supplemental plan, you can make more and you can do more off of that. Let me tell you why I say that though. With the supplemental plan, you have more opportunities, greater opportunities, and more financial opportunities. Also too, on a supplemental plan, you're not bound by all these rules and regulations that the federal government stipulates. Okay, if I sell you a Medicare supplemental plan today, then guess what? I can also sell you a final expense plan today, or burial insurance plan today, or I can also do an annuity plan for you today, or sell you a hospital indemnity plan, or a disability plan, or whatever other plans that I sell. But on the Medicare Advantage, I can't do that. I'm bound by the rules and regulations of the federal government, and that's just the way it is. I believe in following the law, because at once upon a time I used to enforce them. Yes. So don't do anything above and beyond that. All right. So on the supplemental plan, they're much more costly. Okay. In addition to down here in South Florida, they have to pay $134 comes out of their comes out of their Social Security check. So in addition to the $134 that they have to pay, depends on which plan they go with. If they go with a high deductible F or whatever plan they go with, it's going to be a couple of $100 more, maybe anywhere from $200 to $300 to $400 more. So that's how the supplemental plan works. And in addition to that, on a supplemental plan, they have to get a prescription drug coverage, because if they don't, and this is where the education comes in at, if they don't get a prescription drug coverage, then they will be penalized for the rest of their life at 1%. Yes, so it becomes costly after a while. So, but they have to get that, and most of the times though, the individuals that get it, they definitely have. I can tell you about the South Florida area. I can't speak about the rest of the country, but down here, you know, that's how they do it. You know how I differentiate the differences? I call one my Democratic plan, and I call the other the Republican plan. The MAPD is the Democratic plan. The Medicare supplement is a Republican plan, because they don't care. They just want to go to any doctor that they want to, without being bound or without being held hostage to referrals or any of that. So that's the difference between the two. If you want to look at it in a political aspect, all right. And I'm not being political at all on here. You know, whatever party you belong to, that's your party. But I'm just showing you the difference, though. With the supplement, it can be great. It can be rewarding. And in a lot of places around the country, they're not entitled, or there aren't any companies out there that give them Medicare MAPD plans, Medicare prescription drug coverage plans. So therefore they have no other choice but to accept the supplemental plan, which can be definitely high, and it can be very, very costly, especially if you don't have the money. Then you have to get assistance from the state of Florida. And then you become what they call Medi-Medi. And then, of course, you become in the Medi-Medi. That's Medicare and Medicaid. They help you with your cost share on your drug coverage. And in addition to that, they help you with the share of your co-pays that you're going to incur, as well as if you have to go into the hospital. So hospital, you know. But the good thing about working the senior market is that the entity of business that you can get from it is substantially great. Like I stated in one of my other videos, there are people who are turning 65 every day, and you know, hey, several years I'll be, you know, I'm a part of the baby booming group as well too. I'll be 65. So, you know, I mean, it just seems as though yesterday, you know, when I finished high school, but you know, I got grown kids. My oldest child is 33, so you know, hey. But those are the differences. You can utilize this information and get leads from it as well too. So you can make a substantial amount of money in both aspects, the Medicare and the final expense. Oh, let me also tell you another thing about the Advantage plans. Every year we have to take a test that's called the AHIP. I have no idea what the acronym stands for. Don't know, but we have to take it every year. When I first took that test, what, about maybe 8 years ago, it was 100 questions and you had to finish it in 2 hours. It wasn't easy, and the passing score was 90. So it was 100 questions, 120 minutes, 2 hours, and the passing score was 90. So you do the math on that and tell me how many you had to pass. Oh, and one other thing with that though too, if you do not pass the AHIP, then you can't go on unless you pay for it again, and you get 3 times. So now you think that's something. How about this? When you go with the insurance company, whoever it may be, such as Humana, United Healthcare, Anthem, or whomever it may be in your neck of the woods. Well, when you go with them, if you don't pass their entrance exam into the MAPD plans, then guess what? You cannot sell their product, number one. And then number two, you lose all of your renewals. Oh yeah. So if you're someone like me who has like about $33,000 in renewals coming to you, I can't afford to do that. No. Because I want all of me. Yes, it's mine. I worked for it, so I want it. Yeah. Well, if you don't take the test every year and you're not certified to sell their products, then you lose out. And I'm pretty sure each and every single one of you guys in this business are not looking at losing out on money, are you? And if you are, then hell, send it to me. You know, hey, send it to finalexpenserep@gmail.com. Give me your bank account, and then I'll tell you where to wire the money to. You can wire it to my bank account if you just have money to lose like that. Me, myself, personally, I don't. No. So, but anyway, this is Christopher talking to you about the Medicare, the difference between the Medicare Advantage and the Medicare supplements, all right? So, anyway, it's Friday, trying to go home, thirsty as heck, you know, just about finished with one bottle, and, you know, so now I think I want me some Cuban food, so, you know, hey, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend, and enjoy yourself, and I hope this is, you know, giving you some knowledge, you know, onto the business, and it's feeding your brain, because that's what I wanted to do. So if you have any comments, leave them below. You know, if you want to know when I do the next video, hit the subscribe button, okay? And whenever I do another video, then you'll be notified. And I said on all my videos, if you have something negative to say, keep it to yourself. Negativity and I is not something that I walk around or condone. All right, too old for that. Yeah, you know, hey, I'm in my 50s and I don't have time for it. All right, so anyway, you guys have a great one, and I wish you the best of luck. My email address is finalexpenserep@gmail.com. If you have any questions, then email me, or you can leave a what's color down below, and I'll be glad to answer anything that you may want to know. All right. Anyway, peace. Have a great weekend, and be safe out there. Happy selling.